Hey guys, and welcome to the Shin Dig Variety Show. This is a Lost in the Groove podcast where we discuss topics of now in regards to society and culture. We're going to actually pick up from a story that we were covering before, which is the case of Gabby Petito. Interesting thing enough, I found an article from a website called Wink. Okay. Anyway, according to this article, the coroner finally released exactly what happened to Gabby. They didn't throw out homicide, but according to the coroner's results, there was strangulation. So she was strangled to death.
Horrible way to fucking die. But I read the article too. I was wondering what Wink News is. Were we able to locate any other information about the publisher?
Unfortunately not. There has been other articles that I did find, but they weren't articles. They were actually the video, like the one that they mentioned. I'm looking at the article because I don't remember this. It's from the 10 County Coroner is giving an update on Gabby Petito's case that I saw online.
Okay.
The other two I didn't see anywhere, so I don't really know how accurate this is. However, we're going to take this, as it is because we couldn't find anything else. But they're not eliminating homicide. So we already know that it was a homicide. She was murdered, right? That's been proven from what we've been told. Strangulation would make sense to this. Now, in my own personal view, the way that I see this is where either A, she was strangled forcefully, okay, meaning that someone or Brian or whoever who he was strangled her forcefully, which caused her to choke and suffocate and die. Another scenario would mean where she could have been put into a lock. Whatever the reason. Why am I saying this? The reason why I'm saying this is strangulation is just one piece of the puzzle. It allows to open up to new doors and say, okay, we couldn't find a murder weapon. Now this makes sense. Why there was no murder weapon? Because it was strangulation. So how was she strangled? If there wasn't any weapon, the only thing we can think of, in my personal view, is either she was forcefully choked or headlocked, or some other form. Yeah,
they based on the article, they're still looking at if there was something used, whether a rope or chain or something. But typically through the autopsy and through the professionals, they'd be able to determine, was it a person's hands or was it some type of jujitsu move or something. But let's take into consideration that based on what was released, they're saying the body had sat for 3 to 4 weeks before they discovered it. She died a month before, which is quite insane. That also explains why they couldn't identify her immediately.
But also, do you remember one of the videos? I think it was the second one that says expert. Again, I'm reading this because I don't remember all the details. It says expert discusses Gabby Petito's autopsy results. I think his name was Dr. Cyril Weckett or Weckett. I don't know how to pronounce that. He's a forensic anthropologist, and he said that where she was found, the temperatures there dropped dramatically.
That would be a good thing for preserving a body.
Right. However, it can be negative because when you have a body that's exposed,
yeah, that's true.
That could be very devastating because the constant cold tightens everything. Everything starts to cool down and stay more still. When things get more hot, it becomes less condensed and becomes less dense. And you run into the problem where the body then decomposes again and then stops decomposing and then decomposes it. And then this process over and over again, deformation can make sense. You mentioned animals. So this would explain why it was so difficult for her to be able to identify who she was, because of the change in atmospheric temperature. Sorry if I'm getting so scientific, but it is atmospheric temperature.
But it does make sense too that,
yes,
through the last month and a half, we've had drastic changes in weather from cold to hot and back and forth. But still, I find it so baffling that they have now determined that she was already dead for a month by the time they found her. That's fucking bizarre. And from there, like everything else I read, just makes me wonder what more did the coroners find, because they're not allowed, based on Wyoming laws, they don't have to divulge any more than they have. So that's their own laws. They have given us all that they are willing to give at this point. But I wonder if there's more that they haven't released. It's strangulation, like I said, horrible way to fucking die, man. But it begs the question, like, under what circumstances? And do you remember reading like where it was? It was some kind of remote camping site.
Yeah, I told you this. It was one of the national parks. I don't remember exactly which one, but we would like to hear your guys' opinion on this. Any advice, anything maybe we got wrong, or maybe something we missed, would be great. I mean, I'm gonna start doing this. So I'm gonna tag this and this what do you call this? This article.
Yes.
This article to the description so you guys can take a look at it yourselves. I don't know how reputable Wink is. I saw some videos before, so we're not exactly sure how accurate this information is. However, this is what we found, and it kind of fits into the story that's been going on. With that, thank you guys so much for watching us and watching a Lost in the Groove podcast, the Shin Dig Variety Show. Please like and subscribe, as this feeds the algorithm so we can get more groovy content out for you guys. See you guys in the next one. Peace.